Today I'll be making the Hellboy mask, and once again I'll be using the template and design of Stephen K from SKA Props. As always, his designs are printed out in poster form, and you can find out exactly how to do that from a video on his channel. After cutting out the individual pieces of the template, I transferred them onto the corresponding size of EVA foam. For this project you'll be needing some 2mm, 6mm, and 10mm EVA foam. I'll be using a standard EVA foam, but I'm still waiting on a restock of Steve's special HD foam. Since I'm using smaller sheets of EVA foam, for the larger sections I'll have to glue together 2 sheets. I organize and lay out the individual pieces by size before starting the project. I formulate some of the curvature by hand, but I see that I'm going to have to start using my heat gun to get this process to work a little better. That'll stop the EVA foam from wanting to flex back into its original position. The first things I'll be attaching to the main face section is the side jaws. Followed by the large bottom jaw made from 10mm EVA foam. I mark out the exact position of the bottom jaw so I'll know exactly where to apply the contact cement. Reinforcing the curvature while attaching the bottom jaw. I close up the darts on the left and right forehead sections before attaching them to each other. I attach the forehead to the main face section, aligning it with the top of the eyes. The forehead overlaps on both sides of the face, so I have to be very careful to get it centered. My apologies, I got distracted and forgot to film the nose, the lower brow, the upper brow, and the trim above the head. But you didn't miss out on the mutton chops being attached. Once again, I put them in place and mark out the area to apply the contact cement. The mutton chops overlap the ears in one section and go behind the ears in other sections, so I have to mark out the location on the ears before attaching the mutton chops. After everything is clearly marked out, I attach the sideburns to the face. Then I attach the ears under the sideburns on the bottom and over the sideburns on the top. I double up on the 10mm disc that'll be the cut-off horns. Then I prep the 2mm half-circle disc for the eyes. After the contact cement is tacky and ready to go, I attach 2 10mm discs to each other. Then I attach the 2mm half-circle eyeballs from the rear of the mask. To hide the seams on the 10mm disc, I'm going to cut a thin strip of 2mm foam and wrap around it. Then I trim the 2mm foam around the disc. I attached the horns on each side of the forehead, centered around the seam marks. For the first coat, I put on a white Plasti-Dip. The second coat I put on my high-performance black enamel, and then finally I rounded off with a red oxide primer. I thought I was going to be able to brush on a nice acrylic finish here, but that didn't work out and I had to remove it all. I brushed off as much as acrylic paint that I could, then taped off sections for spraying. I wasn't too concerned about how accurate my taping was because I was planning on doing a second spraying on a different location and then touching it up. After finishing spraying up all the hair sections with my high performance black, I removed the tape so I could re-tape for the second spraying. I tried to be a lot more accurate with the taping of the hair section so I could spray the main body of the face. For the base coating, I used a bold neon fluorescent paint. I misted over the fluorescent paint with a glossy bright red. I brushed on all the highlighting and shading with an acrylic black. In many cases, I plotted out exactly where I wanted to put the detail with a pencil, even though it was the exact representation of SKS props. But I did add in some of my own personal details. As recommended by Steve K and SKA Props, I painted the eyes a bright white before following up with the yellow. But unlike any of the other representations I've seen on YouTube, I added pupils to the eyes. As always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and press the bell notification for future videos.